When autofocus moved over to the Mitsubishi Display area at the 2015 Tokyo Motor Show, there to no surprise was the president of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
I am very fortunate to have gotten hold of the president of Mitsubishi Philippines, Mr. Kato-san.
Hi, good afternoon.
Nice to see you here at the
nice
Motor
to see you
Show.
again, yeah.
And I'd like to thank you also for inviting STV through my son, Ray Louis, to your contingent.
It's a pleasure for us.
To begin with, what is the theme of this year's display of Mitsubishi Motors here, the Tokyo Motor Show?
Yeah, theme of Mitsubishi Motors at Tokyo Motor Show this year is driving beyond. Step forward for the future, better future.
Speaking of the future, what concept cars do you have here?
Yes, this year we introduced a concept car, EX Concept. It is a PHEV vehicle and lots of advanced technology. So we expect to have this car coming to life sometime in the future.
Kato-san, I know you're relatively new in the Philippine market, but can you appraise our televiewers as to how the Mirage models are doing in the Philippines?
Yes, actually we are very happy with our Mirage sales, particularly Mirage G4 sales in the Philippines. It is actually selling better than our expectation. Actually small car segment is expanding, so we expect much higher sales in the coming months.
Kato-san, I was also fortunate enough to be included in the media contingent that test drove the Strada in Bangkok. And I know you've pinned high hopes on the Strada performing the way its predecessor has successfully performed. So how is it doing now?
Strada, we introduced Strada earlier this year, and sales is stable, but we expect, we are starting a new promotion in August, September, so we hope to have a better outcome in October, November, and toward the end of this year.
I know we're coming close to the end of the year. I don't think you'll have, not unless I'm wrong, I don't think you'll have any new models coming up, but for next year, do you have, if you're allowed to, will you have new models to be introduced to the Philippine market?
Actually, as you know, new Montero Sports, actually Pajero Sports called in Thailand. It was introduced in Thailand in August and starts selling in October. So, as you know, current Montero Sports is getting older, so you can expect a new model will come sometime soon.
That's as far as you can say. Okay, before I let you go, do you have any message to our viewers? Maybe invite them to see all the new models that you have in the Philippines. Please, the camera is yours.
Yes. Thank you very much for support to Mitsubishi Motors in the Philippines. We are planning to introduce new model next year and after, so please look forward to seeing it. Thank you.
Mr. Kato, President of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
The Mitsubishi Display area is one of the more focused showcases at the big site, featuring vehicles that help showcase its drive-at-earth technology or the company's motorsports heritage.
This is the very competitive car that a world rally driver, the very famous world rally driver from Mitsubishi, Mr. Masuka, have used in a couple of motorsports competitions, and this is just one of the many cars that are on display here at the Mitsubishi display area at the Tokyo Motor Show. And here are some more of those cars' remarkable models that are on display. Watch this.
Mitsubishi is proud of its achievements at the Dakar Rally and similar rally events. And at this year's Tokyo Motor Show, it again highlights this with a replica of the Outlander PHEV Baja Portalegre 500 rally car. Renowned two-time Dakar Rally champion Hiroshi Masuoka drove a rally-prepared Outlander PHEV at the Baja Portalegre 500, the 9th round of the FIA Cross Country World Rally Cup. This was to showcase the capability of the Outlander PHEV production electric vehicle, which was also displayed at the Mitsubishi area at the Tokyo Motor Show, aside from the Outlander with a more conventional powertrain. Mitsubishi is big on electric vehicles as it showcased the iMiev, all decked out in custom body paint to celebrate the company's 50 years of developing an electric vehicle. The iMiev is now being sold in Japan and many countries in Europe and other parts of the world. But the main attraction at the Mitsubishi Display area was the EX concept, the electric crossover, making its world premiere at the Tokyo Motor Show. Mitsubishi envisions the EX concept, electric crossover, as marrying a compact SUV with a next-generation EV system. The EX concept also gives a hint of the new interpretation of Mitsubishi's Dynamic Shield front design concept, and a direction in which MMC design is taking. Over at the truck display area, Mitsubishi's sister company Fuso is also attracting a lot of attention with its lineup of trucks, which include a Canter that has an EV powertrain, but it's the Super Great V, as well as its superhero-looking or supervillain-looking cousin, the Super Great V Spider, that is drawing the crowds.
For this 44th version of the Tokyo Motor Show, we have actually, for the Mitsubishi Motors Pavilion, we have actually mostly displayed our main vehicles, which are actually electric vehicles or electric powered vehicles, which is the Outlander and the iMiev, plus of course also the concept, which is the crossover concept, which will be actually soon be realized probably in the near future. This is actually an SUV, compact SUV, which is going to be full electric. No? And talking about Mitsubishi Motors direction, it's basically towards the strengths of the company, driven by the technology from sport utility vehicles and also the performance vehicles like the Lancer Evolution. So we have integrated these technologies to future models, not only for gasoline and diesel vehicles, but also electric powered vehicles. So it's going to be exciting for the near future towards the realization of these concept vehicles that Mitsubishi Motors has displayed for this Tokyo Motor Show.